iPad so I can see the chat. But yeah, we're just going to do a Bujo with me today so that you can get a good look at all of my new July spreads, because I thought that would be nice now that it's a new month. And I'm going to try and make sure I do one of these lives at least once a month so that you get a proper look through all the new setup and you can see how I'm using each of the spreads and that sort of thing. Hi everyone who's joining, thank you so much for coming and watching. But yeah, sorry if my surrounding area is a little bit of a mess right now, but it's really hard to judge it and make it look nice when you can't see through the camera properly, but hopefully it's okay and we'll just get started. So if you've not seen my July plan with me, you might want to check that one out after this so you can see all of these spreads come to life. But this is my new cover page. Obviously the theme is beach huts and like a nautical theme, and it was actually inspired by my shower mat. Funny story, but I just thought the colours on it went perfectly and they had little beach huts, so I thought that would be really cute and I think it works well. So let me know what you think of the overall look. And I will check the chat occasionally, but obviously it's hard to talk and write and check the chat, so just bear with me and leave any questions you've got for me. But here's the cover page. We've got the 3 little beach huts and my nice July lettering. This was a Pentel brush pen in a nice blue colour, and I just love how it looks, so I highly recommend that one. And I'm just going kind of minimalist, but like focusing on the beach huts and the colour, if that makes sense. So we've got a few little seagulls. I live near the beach, so all I hear is seagulls all day long. So I thought they would be appropriate to join in with the Bujo spreads today. And then we've got my month at a glance. So some people have wondered how I use this spread because it looks a bit kind of weird. But this is a little calendar, so I do it Monday to Sunday. I know some people think of the week Sunday to Saturday, but I've just always done Monday to Sunday, so that's what that one is. Obviously, these are the days of the month. And I'm literally just crossing through the boxes as I've ticked off the day, basically. So this will be the first spread that we're going to be filling in today. And I'm just going to be using my blue fine liner that I've used throughout and just drawing some little lines through the spread. You could colour in the box if you wanted to, but I just kind of like how the lines look, so that's the only reason I'm using those. And obviously these boxes are too small to really write in. I mean, if you had tiny writing you might be able to, but I definitely don't. So I've made a key date section down at the bottom, helps bring a bit of colour to the spread as well, so that's quite nice. And yeah, so I haven't had many key dates to fill in yet, but that's just one that I'll fill in as and when they come up. But this weekend I'm going to be dog sitting for my dad because he's away, so I'm going to put here dog sit. Yeah, so my dad's away, so I'm going to be looking after his dog Fred. So that should be a fun weekend, a bit of time off work and stuff, so that'll be really nice. But that is our first couple of pages filled in. Obviously this normally only takes me about 5 minutes, but as I'm talking it through, it's taking a little longer. But journaling definitely doesn't take very long at all, so I think that's kind of a plus, because I think a lot of people think it must take ages to fill in all these spreads, and it really doesn't. So yeah, there's a bit of stuff under there. I always get bits of pencil rubbings around on my desk, so just ignore those. Is the book a bullet journal? Yes, so I don't know if you can see very well, but the pages have dots on them, and this helps you just set up all of your spreads and keeps it all in line. But instead of having lines across the page that would kind of ruin the look of the journal, the dots are a lot less distracting, so that's what that is for. It's called a dot grid journal, or it might be called a bullet journal, depends where you get them from. I get mine from Yop and Tom. Okay, so the next one is the mood tracker, and if you've seen my July plan with me, you will know that my camera cut out whilst I was doing this, and it took me ages to draw all of these beach huts with a ruler as well, so yeah, that was just not a good moment for me when I realised the camera had cut out. But hopefully you like the look of how it is, and I'm sure it's quite simple. You can see how I must have done it. The only kind of tip I would give is, if you were to do this with a ruler, I would probably recommend don't do that. But if you wanted to, then I did it so I would do these lines, the vertical ones, all along, and same along here, and then I would change the ruler to horizontal, do all the horizontal lines, then I would do all of the edges for the roofs and the other side, so if that makes sense. Just basically so you're not having to move your ruler around left, right all the time. And yeah, I just thought that was kind of a handy tip that you might not think about whilst you're doing it. But anyway, also to highlight, I cannot count to 31, so let's just ignore that. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, we've got an extra little row of beach huts that are just there for decoration now. And of course 31 is here. Bit annoying because I was thinking, oh, I have to squeeze a little one up there, when really I had plenty of room, so that's good. But let's fill in the mood tracker for the 6th, which is today. So the way I'm doing it is, because I've got obviously a little door as well as the beach hut itself, I'm doing it so I can fill in 2 moods if I want to. And that's just because previously I've only ever done it, you pick 1 mood to fill it in, but I just kind of think that more often than not you feel a mixture. So that's what I'm going with today. So my main mood for today is going to be the happy one, and I use my Crayola Super Tips to colour this in. Crayola Super Tips are really good. I highly recommend them if you're thinking of bullet journaling, because you get so many colours. I have the 100 colour pack, so that's basically got everything you could ever need. And they're just like, they've got a thin tip at the very tip and then wider at the bottom, so you can like colour in smaller bits or larger bits. Yeah, so I love those. And then my second mood is going to be this one. So I've got a really happy one, like excited, whatever, amazing sort of one. And then I've got the like pretty happy, just decent mood today. And then I've got this kind of medium one, like average, not great, not bad. Then I've got like a sad, kind of bad one. And then this one is like for tiredness, because that is, I don't even know if that's a mood, but I mean, it's a big mood for me. So we're going to go with the tiredness one here. I've just got a lot of work on at the moment, so I think I'm just a bit like run down basically. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, I just sort of sound a bit tired. But hello to everyone who is new, because I've had quite a few new followers recently, so hello and welcome. Sorry I can't respond to everyone individually, but leave a comment on the actual video and I can get back to you after the video. So yeah, that is the mood tracker ticked off. Let me know what mood you would be colouring in today, because it's good to hear how you're all doing. But then we are onto my habit tracker, which is one I've not had for a little while in my bullet journal, if you're up to date with my recent spreads. So I thought I would bring it back because I've got, as I said, a lot on. I think I just need to help structure everything and keep myself accountable. So that is what we're doing on this one. Sorry for moving in and out. I basically keep standing up so I can see through the camera, and then sitting down to write. So yeah, I decided to do this alternate cross hatching. Hopefully you can see. Let me pick it up a little bit. Can you see it's like alternate ways for each box? So I'm doing the little lines like I did in the calendar, but I'm, yeah, alternating which way they go, just because I'd seen some people doing it on like Instagram and stuff, and I just thought it looked really nice. So I thought I would give that a go. So I've got vitamins twice, because one is for the day and one is for the evening, and that's just because I have some that I take at night to help me sleep. So vitamins, they are going to not get a tick yet because I've not had them yet. However, I'm using the night one, so that would be for the night before, just so I can fill them both in at the same time. So the vitamins are going to get a tick because I had them last night. So I'm just doing the few little lines through the boxes, making sure I do it whichever way I should be going for that day. Meditation is also going to get a tick. Just a few minutes in the morning is all you need, really. Stories I haven't done yet, so that can't have a tick. It's just my Insta stories, I need to keep on top of it. Then bed by 1:30, that didn't happen again last night, so that's a shame, but we've got some improvement. And then time off, sadly not, but maybe at this weekend whilst I'm looking after my dad's dog. Let's hope. Anyway, then we are moving on to some other spreads that I've brought back again. I've basically brought back all of my old trackers that I used to do, just because I thought people might like to see them, and it's been a little while, so that is what we've got going on here. More trackers than I've been doing in a while, and I've also got some trackers on my weekly spreads, so I'll show you that in a minute. Also, highly recommend page clips. They are literally one of the most useful things outside of a nice set of colouring pens, really. So I would get those because I think people seem to forget, and then I see people trying to film TikTok videos and like holding the page down and writing and filming at the same time. Like, yeah, get some page clips. But anyway, we've got a water tracker which I've brought back. So I'm filling in with this one because it's watercoloured, obviously. And basically all this is the days of the month down this side. And then we've got the little water droplets to represent how much you've drunk that day. And everyone asks me, what do the water droplets represent? But the whole point is you can say that they represent whatever is relevant to you. So if you measure your drinking in cups, then you can say that 1 droplet is 1 cup. If you measure it in, I don't know, maybe you've got a certain drink bottle that you use, you can measure it in full drink bottles, whatever. I just use it for milliliters, so each droplet is 500 ml. So like, obviously there's quite a lot of droplets on there, but that's just to fill it up. Aiming for at least 2 to 3 litres a day. So this morning, obviously it's only the morning so far, so I've had 2 so far. So that would be a litre so far this morning, which is a really good thing to do if you like, as soon as you wake up, just drink loads of water and it just sets you up right for the day. Because then if you get busy and you forget, you've at least still had some. So Meg's health tips here. But yeah, let's move on to the gratitude log. Again, another one I've brought back. I think it's just really nice to take a minute and think about what's going well, especially if you're having a day that maybe isn't so good. You can still always find something that is good and, whoops, worth being grateful for. So my gratitude today is having good access. Wait, is that 2 C's? I'm not sure. Access to motivational podcasts, because I really love sorry, I can't write and speak. Motivational podcasts. That is because I really love the Diary of a CEO podcast. I don't know if anyone else has heard it, but they get famous people, people in business, all of that kind of thing, and they talk about how they got to where they are today. And I just think that's really nice to hear, especially because it's stories you wouldn't normally hear anyway, of like hearing people's rise to fame and, you know, really getting their life together basically, no matter where they started from. So I love hearing that and highly recommend if you are interested in a bit of motivation. Also, shout out to this colour scheme. I just really love how it looks, so let me know what you think. And then we're on to my first weekly spread. I set up my weekly spreads each week, so of course I've just got the first one done so far, and this is because I filmed these ones for TikTok. I do all of the initial pages for YouTube, but the weekly spreads I do for TikTok, Reels and Shorts. So yeah, but I actually didn't film this one just because I was annoyed with my camera cutting out at the weekend, so I just didn't bother. But basically what we've got here, oh, I actually forgot to write on. So basically this is my pages read. Let me fill that in now. So this is my mini tracker for on the week, which is for keeping a track of how many pages I've read. And then this is my sleep tracker. So let me fill that one in as well. And this is basically the hours slept. So on Monday, you draw up the line to see how many hours you slept, Tuesday, and so on. And you end up with 2 little graphs, and I just think they look so cute. So we're going to fill those ones in first. So for the pages read, I've done 10 this morning because I had some like work related articles to read, but I may or may not read a bit more later, but we will see. And then sleep, I think sleep was okay, but I mean 6 hours is still not great, but I just think it's moderate. We'll put moderate there. And then the last part of filling in the journal is just to do my weekly plan, because I use my weekly spreads as a to-do list, as I've said previously. And again, I can talk you through my bullet journaling method. I might make a video on that at some point. So I think I've spoken about it on lives before, but a permanent video would probably be a good one to have on my channel. But anyway, so it's the basic bullet journal method by Ryder Carroll, who's the guy that came up with the whole bullet journaling, and it's kind of evolved since he started that, but more on that in another video. So for today, my main focuses are I need to tidy my office space, which hasn't happened yet because I started doing it and then I got set up for the live and it got a mess again. So then I've got my live at 1 PM. Normally I would have written this earlier in the day, but I saved it for the live so I can cross that one through. Then I need to film a reel, and I've got some brand videos to film. Then I need to schedule a post. And then I've got some emails to reply to. And that is literally it. That is all I have to do. Again, it wouldn't take this long if I wasn't talking it through. Probably would take me 5 minutes-ish. So if you're thinking you don't have time, you definitely do. And it's quite nice, like, you know, just get a cup of tea in the morning, open your journal up, a bit of analog time, you know, without being on your phone or anything. It's just quite nice. So highly recommend. And I'm also gonna make a few videos on some bullet journal spreads that don't take long to make. So hopefully that will help out some of my friends out there who maybe don't have the time or aren't feeling as creative and don't want to spend time drawing and all this stuff. I'll do some quick spreads, minimalist spreads, spreads that are arty but easy, all of that kind of stuff to just help you out. So I'm slowly building up my channel to have all the videos that you might need if you want to start journaling. But yeah, let's give you a final flip through just as a refresh for anyone who missed it at the start. And these are our spreads. So we've got the weekly spread, the gratitude log, the water tracker, then we've got our little habit tracker, mood tracker, and finally the cover with the calendar and the cover page. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to everyone who dropped in and watched a little bit, and just would love you to leave a like and a comment on this video if you can. But thank you everyone, and I'll see you in the next